Yo, this is Shannon McCollum for Same Camera, Different Eye. You're watching HIP-HOPWIRED, and you get your shit all straight, and you know what I mean? Focus, focus, focus.
What's up, everybody? This is Maurice Garland here for HIP-HOPWIRED.com, and today we have a very special guest in the building. We have the most controversial, most polarizing, and probably the most loved and hated person in hip-hop right now. Lil Yachty's dad in the building, man. Mr. Shannon McCollum, world-renowned photographer, videographer, among other things, man. We're gonna be talking to him about, fatherhood in hip-hop, man. One, being a father in the culture. Two, raising a son in the culture. And three, having a rap superstar for a son. First thing I want to ask you is, he catches so much flack for the things he says. He says things like, hey man, I can't name Tupac or Biggie songs, or hey, I don't listen to this, I don't listen to that. Keep in mind, he's what, 19, just turned 19? 19. So, as a person that knows him very well, how do you feel when you hear him say these things? Do you cringe at him saying it, or do you cringe at the responses that it gets?
I definitely don't cringe when he say it because I know where he's coming from. I mean, he wasn't raised on Biggie or Tupac. Growing up, we played a lot of music. I played a lot of music, and by the time he got to be 5 or 6, I really was playing Miles Davis. You know what I mean? Because I was so into Miles Davis, and that's where his name comes from. That's what he first heard. Right. And then when he left that, he went into, I was killing Bilal. At the age of 8 or 9, no, really 7 or 8, Miles knew the whole Bilal album, because that's what I was banging. You know what I mean? So I was banging that, Outkast, Tribe, Coldplay, and I played Coldplay so much till it got embedded in his head, and he knew every word to every song.
As a fan, I'm not gonna lie, when I would first hear him make statements like,
So what do you think the real problem is?
Niggas don't know how to accept change.
Just that plain and simple, they don't know how to accept change?
They old and washed up. I said it.
The hip-hop head nerd in me would be like, oh man, this dude don't know nothing, man, he disrespecting everybody. But then when I thought about, okay, he's 19, those two particular artists, Biggie and Tupac, were dead when he was born, or he was a baby rather. So.
Well, he wasn't. They died in '96. He was born in '97. Born in '96. So you got to think from the time a child decides to get into music that he likes for himself or she likes for herself. First off, you develop an ear of what your parents are playing. Right. That's where your interest comes from. What are you hearing around the house? What are you hearing in the car? In my house, I was playing Miles Davis, I was playing John Coltrane, I was playing Steely Dan, I was playing the Beatles, a lot of Paul McCartney. I love Paul McCartney. That's what I like. I like 80s rock, you know what I mean? And then I like, the hip hop I like was, the Outkast. I played a lot of Kanye, and we played a lot of DJ Jamal, the Afro Mentals. That's what he heard. In his interviews, he tells you the Coldplays, he tells you Paul McCartnney, and then he'll go into Lil B. That n.e.r.d. album, we played to death.
First of all, for people that don't know yet, Shannon is a world-renowned, world-traveled photographer. He shot everybody from Outkast to Pastor Troy, Dead Prez, obviously, which is on his t-shirt. Being someone that, is pretty involved in the culture, did you feel the need to have to be like, okay, I need to teach my son about hip-hop culture. I need to teach my son needs to hear the first Outkast album, the first Biggie album, the first Kumo D album. He needs to know these things.
Not really. I'm visual. So I wanted him to know album artwork, but not so much as you gotta listen to 8Ball and MJG's first album, because I wasn't even playing it that hard. So I can't make you listen to it as I wasn't playing it that hard. I was listening to Steely Dan, Donald Byrd, and I put that in front of him. I just push good music.
What things do you think can, older heads, quote unquote, take from a Yachty's music, or should they even be looking for it? You know what I'm saying? Because me honestly, I know some of his songs. It's not something that me, a 36-year-old man, is just gonna be riding to. You know what I'm saying? It just ain't for me.
You know what I would say to the older cats, man? Because I'm an older cat. First off, I would say,